All right, guys, so this is actually a commercial property. Gentleman, I believe Savannah said they were from Cleveland, got this one all cleaned up, but they didn't want to drag their leaf box all the way down here, so they asked if we would help them. I know this stuff's just the property guys, so told them, yeah, get them here and we'll get them cleaned up. It's kind of in a tough spot being there's a hill here. I might see if I can angle a little more and get a little bit more sideways in here, but I wanted to take a look because it was kind of a really tight area here to pull in. So yeah, let's take a look at this side. Big property. Yeah, I think I can snug right up along that dumpster there and get a bit closer. Not my damage. Gonna stretch the old back out, get her done. So I always want to be very transparent with you guys, and I always put paid sponsorship on all the videos at this point, just because it might be something that's in there from Boss or something from Toro. Specifically, this video right here is Mulch Mule. We are a sponsor of Mulch Mule. Don't mind the dog bark. Hey, bro, I'm talking here. He doesn't like me talking to the microphone. He gets really jealous, but I'll pet him, so hopefully he doesn't bark anymore. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions about the Mulch Mule, you guys check them out on their Instagram page at Mulch Mule, and you can also message Mulch Mule Drew on there, and they can get you taken care of. Or always go to themulchmule.com, and they can get all your questions answered there. This machine's absolutely amazing. It hauls mulch, obviously. It also vacuums leaves, as you can see here. Aggregates, rock basically, and it also has a live floor in it, so the floor is basically like a conveyor, like a treadmill, and you can turn it and run pallets or anything you need to in and out of the machine. You don't have to get up in there and set your tarp every single time. This machine is literally capable of going from mulching to vacuuming leaves within probably 10 minutes of just setup, and that's mainly just putting your straps up there. But as you can see, I'm having trouble here. This thing is no joke. They're soaked underneath. Grab the camera. This would be a good learning curve. I can show them that. Show them how easy it is to unclog if it happens, which is very rare. Alright guys, so super wet underneath. A lot of pine needles, and you saw it rip it out of my hands. It just tried to grab a ton, which this thing does. Well, what happens is it goes through the propeller, which reduces them down. I think it's 1/12 their normal size. So when it came through here, it mulched it up, and then it tried to shove all that through. So what'll happen every now and then is you'll get a plug right here. Very rare, but as wet as these are and as cold as it is and as much material as there is, it happens. So what I'm gonna do is show you how quickly you can unclog it real fast if it does happen.
Make sure the debris loader is completely shut off when you do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Use your brain. So it has these little bolts just around the sides. There's 3 of them. Yep. So this tube here just got a little bit in it. That'll blow out. There's a plug here. Let me see the camera real quick. There's a plug right up in there. Hopefully you guys can see it. I can't really see the camera. So we're gonna dig that out by hand real quick. Looks like I got it. So what I like to do then is just pull the tube back on real quick. Just leave it right like that, hold on to it, and start it up and make sure it blows all through. That up out of the material.
Yeah. Just that quick, if a clog happens, you can get yourself unplugged. The material here, you can see it's been layered and it's been here for a minute. So hopefully we don't do that too many more times. Pine needles can be rough. So right there was a valuable tip if you saw it. Whenever I seen it grab another big clob, instead of pulling it out to straighten the hose out so it would suck that in, I went ahead and went up and idled down and then unclogged it by hand. Did that a few more times here. Just once you get that first initial snow onto these leaves, it compacts them down, and then them already being pine needles and having sap and just wet leaves in here and being frozen and unthawed, the weather going up and down. I mean, we've been in the single digits up to the 60s in the last month, which is insane. But we kept fighting through it. This one was a tough one.
Got the majority of it all taken care of.
All right, so Savannah's gonna finish blowing off as I pull out. This one was no joke, guys. That was layers and piles on top of piles on top of layers, not to mention ton of rock in the bottom. But we got this business here taken care of. Vasu, never heard of this one. He said they install antennas like around the world or something like that, like off the highways, big antennas. So that cleanup is a prime example of why I don't like doing leaf cleanups after it snows. Can you do them? Absolutely. But that job probably took us 3 times the amount it normally would have under normal conditions if the leaves were nice and dry, they hadn't already had snow on them, and they didn't have freeze underneath. A whole host of different excuses I can sit here and make. I just personally don't like doing them once it snows. That's why we always tell the customers, hey, we'll clean up leaves, we'll vac up leaves, we'll curbside leaves until it snows, because I've just come to find out over the years it's not worth the extra amount of time. Did we make money on the job? Absolutely. Was I whooped after that job? Absolutely. And it's just part of the business, I guess. Let me know in the comments if you guys continue doing leaf cleanups after it snows. I know this year a bunch of my friends and a bunch of guys I know in the industry that do snow and do leaf cleanups, they went right back out because we had good weather. And if the weather goes back up into the 60s, like I think tomorrow we're supposed to be mid 40s, some of these guys will probably be out doing cleanups. There's no snow on the ground. I mean, there's a light dusting, but it melted off for the most part. And there's money to be made and there's jobs to be done there. With the way this fall cleanup season was this year, a lot of things didn't get done. So yeah, I'm out here right now getting some trimmer line. We had like 7 trimmer line orders just out of the blue come through, and they're all southern states. So I don't know if the guys down south are starting to rock and roll. When down south do you guys start mowing and stuff? I thought like maybe March. But then I started thinking, we've mowed at the end of March before, so you might be even further ahead of that. So, yeah, anyways, it was a surprise to have those orders come through. Really cool. But if you don't know, we have our trimmer line available. We have it in 3 different styles. Check them out at spencerproducts.com. We got shoot blockers in stock. I think everything but Ferris is in stock right now. So we'll have those here pretty darn soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, keep moping. Yeah, keep them open. Keep mowing, keep growing, keep making money, boys and girls. We'll talk to you later. TQ out. Peace. Bye-bye.